This is Chapter 2, Section 4, Completing the Square, Lesson 4, Video 1 of 2 videos, Solving using completing the square. So the example says solve by completing the square. So we have x squared plus 6x minus 27 is equal to 0. Now, the steps for solving by completing the square are going to be pretty specific. So the first thing, or the first step, is to move the c to the other side. So you're going to get x squared plus 6x is equal to a positive 27 because you would add 27 to both sides. The second thing is to place the blanks. So plus blank, and then whatever you do to one side of the equation, you must do to the other. This is so important because it's what ensures that the equation stays the same. So you're not actually altering it. So once we fill in those blanks, they would be able to cancel each other out. If we were to subtract one off of one side and subtract it from the other side, they'd cancel. And that's really, really important, which is why whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other. It ensures that the equation itself remains the same. So while we are visually altering it, we're not changing its actual dynamic. So this third step is to complete your square. So again, that's b divided by 2 squared is equal to 6 divided by 2 squared is equal to 3 squared, which is 9. So our two blanks are going to be filled in by 9s. And I'm going to use a different color so you can recognize that they're important. The fourth step is to factor the left. So now that we've specifically filled in the square the way that we have, that would mean that x plus 3 quantity squared would be equal to 27 plus 9. Which is 36. So the fifth step is to solve. Okay? So to solve, you need to get rid of the square. So you would square root both sides. Now, remember, anytime you take a square root, you must put a plus or minus in front. So therefore, we're going to get x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 36, which is 6. Therefore, it's x plus 3 is equal to 6, and x plus 3 is equal to negative 6. Subtract 3 from both sides, and your two solutions are 3 and negative 9. Now, in this case, once we had finished solving, we got two real solutions, which would indicate that our original function, actually we had two whole number solutions, or integer solutions, and so that would indicate that the original equation was actually factorable, and that would be the first method that you would choose. When it's not factorable, completing the square is the method of choice before you go into the quadratic formula. While it appears like it might be longer, it is actually a faster process, and it deals with smaller numbers. And that's kind of the most important part, is we like small numbers. So I would definitely suggest going for completing the square before you even try to tackle the quadratic formula. So for you try solve by completing the square. X squared minus 8x plus 11 is equal to 0. And then again, this is the first of 2 videos.